You're listening to the ESO Network, your station for all things geek.
Welcome to episode 316 of the Soul Forge podcast.
Welcome to the Soul Forge, a place of silent mystery, quiet contemplation, and outright mayhem. Join your host, Sean Vanderloo, as he guides you through the adventures of living. Together, we'll talk about life and love, sex and dating, joy and heartache, memories and loss, and so much more. Don't worry, it's not nearly as pretentious as it sounds. Get ready for life, the universe, and everything on the Soul Forge.
Hey everybody, it's day one of our cruise. It's Shawn
and Leah.
And we are here at the end of day one. It's March the 2nd. Today was the travel day.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Where did we go and from and to and all that good stuff?
So we left home and we drove to Pellston, Michigan.
Which is about an hour away from home.
It was pretty much an hour, just over an hour when we got there. And we caught a flight at the Pellston Airport.
To Detroit.
And what did we think of the Pellston Airport?
Very quaint. Like log cabin-y.
Yeah, it was more like
but upscale
campy.
Log cabin-y. Yeah,
very campy. And then we got to Detroit, and what did we do in Detroit?
We sat there for, a 3-hour layover?
Yes.
But
we didn't really just sit.
No, we had dinner at P.F. Chang's.
Yeah, and that was your first experience.
It certainly was, and it was delicious.
It was delicious.
And what else did we do? That's about it, right?
That's really about it. Yeah, we played on our phones. I charged up my phone.
You did.
At the airport.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we had almost a 3-hour flight.
Yep.
For the second half to get here to Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Yeah.
And I watched The Expendables 4.
Nice.
I couldn't really hear it because the earphones sucked.
Yeah, you were saying that.
And the engines were really loud.
It was, yeah. That was quite the flight. We had a lot of turbulence.
There was a heck of a lot of turbulence.
Yeah.
There was.
Yeah, lots.
You watched The Wedding Singer and part of Labyrinth.
Yep, sure did.
And I watched the first half of John Wick after I watched Expendables 4 because I needed to fill the time somehow.
Right.
And then the thing landed, and it took forever to get off the plane because people are slow.
Well, and we were at the back of the plane.
We certainly were.
We were in row 42.
And 42, as everybody knows, is the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then we finally got off. We wandered through the airport. We stopped at a store that had Hot Wheels, but they wanted $4.99 each. And if you go to Walmart, they're $1.18.
Yep.
Here in the USA.
Yeah.
In Canada, they're $2.
Yeah.
But I wasn't going to pay $5 American for a freaking Hot Wheel.
Yep.
That's ridiculous. Not for a main line. If it was a super treasure hunt, I would have, but nah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we got the shuttle.
Yeah.
And now we're at the airport. No, the airport to the hotel. I'm tired.
You are tired.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So now we're at the hotel just before bed. We did walk around a little bit to see where there is to eat. There's a Dollar General, which we might go to look for Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Not that we need any, and I don't really have any room in my bag left, but I got to look.
Have to look.
Yeah.
Right?
And then tomorrow we get on our boat.
Yeah.
For the first day of the cruise.
I know. So we got a transfer from here. There's a shuttle from here to the port, the cruise port.
Yes.
And we have to be downstairs for around 11, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, around 11.
We get on the boat about noon.
Yeah. Well, yes, our port arrival time is between noon, 12:15 and 12:30-ish. So
we got to be there.
Yeah, we have to be there. I don't know how far we are from here to there, so...
Not a clue.
Yeah.
I have no idea where we are.
It's nice if we go earlier anyways, so...
And it's March. and it's March. So the weather is friggin' fantastic compared to when we were here in September.
It is actually quite nice here.
In September, it was 100% humidity. Right now, there's no humidity.
Yeah.
It's about 72 degrees
Yep.
Fahrenheit, which I think is around 20-something Canadian.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic.
Yes.
Oh,
fantastic.
my goodness. No bugs and no humidity.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. I've never been here, actually. I've never been here to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, but it's nice. It's not cheap.
No.
It's not cheap here.
Definitely not.
No.
No.
I would not want to live here, but I can definitely understand the appeal. It's quite nice here.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep.
There is a nice little restaurant across the street, down the road and across the street, that I've read online is very nice for breakfast and rather inexpensive.
We're going to go there tomorrow, and we'll tell you all about it
Yeah.
in the next installment for day 2 of our trip. So stay tuned.
Check out the Modern Musicology podcast, where each week we talk about things like
what makes a great drummer,
our favorite rock documentaries,
songs we love by artists we don't love,
our favorite concert memories,
songs that should have been singles,
and all of our favorite music from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and now.
Do not use Modern Musicology if you're allergic to it. Modern Musicology may produce itching, dizziness, vertigo, temporary blindness, or heart palpitations. Do not taunt Modern Musicology.
Ask your doctor about switching to Modern Musicology.
Welcome to day 2 of our adventure, the first day on the Disney Dream ship. You don't know what to say?
I don't know what to say. You know what? We boarded this morning.
We checked out of the hotel.
Yeah.
Before we did that, we went to Grandpa's for breakfast.
Yes,
you wanted to talk about this place.
Absolutely, yes, I sure did. Grandpa's, it was a deli and bakery.
At Danio or Dania?
I think it's Danio Beach.
Dania Beach, Florida.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Yeah. What a nice place.
Fantastic.
The service was outstanding.
The coffee was amazing.
The bagels were huge.
Huge. And the food was delicious.
Yes.
The deli was available even at breakfast.
Yes, it was.
The deli was available. Like you said, you had a pumpernickel and sesame
bagel with cream cheese.
And how did you like that?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good.
I would eat there again.
In case anybody is new to this podcast, Shawn doesn't get very excited about much. So...
Shh. You're not supposed to say things like that. So yeah, anyway, breakfast was great. Then we checked out of the hotel. We got an Uber, and Matthew was a very chatty guy.
Yeah, he was a great guy, actually. We've had nothing but awesome service, actually, for the whole day.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So then we got to the port.
Yes.
And we went through security.
Yep. It's kind of like airport security, isn't it?
Yeah, they had the whole scanner. And
Yep. You didn't have to take off your shoes, though.
No, and they didn't pat me down this time.
Yeah.
I didn't get a free rub down, so that's sad. But
sadness for that one.
Sadness for that one. But yeah, so we got through that fast. We were on boarding group 11, and we had to wait like maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, so when we first got there, they were on boarding groups 1 through 4. And we thought, okay, well, we're going to have a little bit of a wait. We'll sit down and chill, whatever. And that was fine. And please also, I want to let everyone know that we were supposed to be there. Our port arrival time was 12:15, in between 12:15 and 12:30.
Yes.
We actually went about an hour early.
And they were happy about that.
They were happy about that. And so boarding groups 1 through 4, and it actually happened quite quickly that they got, like Shawn said, about 5-10 minutes, and they were at boarding group 11. We were first in line.
Yep. So it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So then we got on the ship, and what did we do? We went to the observation deck and just hung out.
Yeah, we went to Quiet Cove, which is the adult-only area.
Because we weren't allowed to go to our rooms until 1:30, and it was like noon when we got on the ship.
Yeah, we got on board quite quickly, too. They're very organized here.
Yes, and there's buffets and drinks everywhere.
Yes, yep.
So you just help yourself pretty much, basically.
So we also did not use the luggage service for anybody out there who has maybe a large family with children or something that you're going to bring with you. We did not check our luggage. We brought all of our luggage on, and we're going to take all of our luggage off with us. So that is not an experience that we had with the luggage.
No. But anyway, we got to our room at 1:30ish. And what did we do when we got here?
Well, I think we started organizing our fish extender gifts.
Oh, yes.
Unpacked.
We're with 4 other families, and we're all exchanging gifts.
Yeah. And it's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Little trinkets and games and stuff.
Yeah. So we gave out airplanes, like styrofoam airplanes for the children. I got out my cricket and made some drawstring bags with Disney Dream right on the front.
You sure did.
And I made some wrist keychains for all of the adults.
Yep.
We also gave them a bottle opener.
In the shape of a Mickey head.
Yep.
Glow sticks.
Glow sticks for the kids and some stickers. One little girl got some stickers and another one got a pin.
Yep.
I thought we did pretty well. Oh, and we put chocolate money in the bags.
Oh, yes, that's right. We did that.
Yeah.
True enough.
Yeah, and it was, oddly enough, it was Canadian money.
It was, of course. Yeah, Canadian chocolate money.
Yes.
So we handed those out, and then we wandered the ship.
Yeah.
We had some buffet.
Yes, because lunch was, the restaurant was not open.
That's right. And we had a bunch of dessert.
So what did you think of the buffet?
It was actually delicious.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was. Especially that turkey wrap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you really enjoyed that.
Yep, that was good. And the desserts, and just help yourself, and they'll give you whatever you want. Mm-hmm. So that was good. Then we wandered the shops. Mm-hmm. Very expensive stuff. We didn't actually buy anything.
No, not really.
But we looked at it all. And
no, there's a couple of things I have my eye on, though.
Yes, there is.
That Shawn will be buying for me.
All right, of course. Did we do anything else before dinner?
Before dinner, no. We opted out of the sail away party.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Because after the drill, so remember we had to do the drill.
That's what it was. At 4:00 we had a drill, so we knew how to put on our life jackets and all that stuff.
Yep. Which was quite noisy, and it was a little disappointing that a lot of people still had their phones out and that type of thing.
Because they told you not to.
Yeah, they asked you not to.
Also during the Golden Mickey's show.
Yes.
People had their phones out too.
Yeah, that's kind of frustrating.
It was a Broadway style show, which was not bad actually. It was very entertaining.
Yeah, it was called the Golden Mickeys, and
like a fake awards show.
Yeah,
but it was more like people actually acting out stuff. And
yeah, it was more interactive. So they did have a couple of categories, and there was Tim Allen was on the screen. So they kind of went between screen and the on stage. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So Tim Allen was there. They had a couple of actors and voice actors and that type of thing.
Right. Yeah.
So it was great. And then you got to see a live show as well with oh my goodness, there was all kinds of different Disney productions. Hunchback of Notre Dame was one of them. Tarzan, who swung from.
Yeah, there was lots of acrobatic stuff.
Yeah, which was amazing.
Mm-hmm. The best part of the show actually was watching your reaction to everything and how excited and happy you were.
Oh, really?
Oh my goodness, you were so into it with your smiling and your laughing and your yelling and your clapping. Oh yeah, you're very interactive. It was great to see.
So Shawn is starting to learn that Leah is very, very happy at Disney events, and I've been told that I just light up.
You do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I've been told that before.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So we did that, and then we went to dinner.
Yes.
We actually just came back from dinner.
So we went to the Royal Palace, was our first restaurant, because Disney, again, has rotational dining.
Yes. So we're always at table 44, but it's a different room.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. And
we were seated with Anne and John.
Yeah, another couple, which...
From Philadelphia, I believe.
They're from Philadelphia. During COVID, which was, the tail end of COVID was the last cruise that I went on, and it was a Christmas cruise and all of that. They weren't seating people together, so that would not have happened before, but it's starting to happen again, which is really nice because we get to meet people.
Yep.
And Shawn and I are not exactly social people.
True.
We're not really interested in other people, but...
You talk to everybody, though.
I try to be friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Way more than I do.
Yes.
Which I'm grateful for.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I just don't have it in me.
So yes, I'm very interested in hearing where other people are from.
Yep.
Yeah. What did you think of our waiter?
He was very friendly, and he recommended all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And the food, oh my goodness, it was so delicious. I tried escargot.
Yes, for the first time.
Yes, because that sounds gross and disgusting. It's friggin' snails. And I was like, you know what? I'm on vacation. I'm going to give it a try, especially because I'm not really paying for it because it's all included with the thing.
Right.
So I did, and it doesn't actually taste like anything. The texture was kind of weird, but it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had brie cheese deep fried or something.
It was breaded and deep fried. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then that was the appetizers. And then we each had what was it?
The flat steak.
Yeah, it was a fillet steak, but it was not Chardonnay. It was something.
Chartrand or something.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. Anyway, it was
some fancy French name.
Yep. And it was delicious.
It was delicious. It was very tender. Mine was medium rare. Yours was medium
Chateaubriand.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
It was the Chateaubriand flat steak. Yes. It was so tender we were cutting it with butter knives.
Yes, exactly. And
there was a gravy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
And he also gave us a sauce.
Yeah, some kind. I don't know what he said because I couldn't hear anything because it was so loud in there.
It was very loud in there. Yeah.
But we had that, and then we had dessert. We had creme brulee, and it tasted like burnt marshmallows, and it was good.
It was good. There was strawberry in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So that was delicious, and the service was great. The people are friendly. There's way too many people here. We're hard to get anywhere because there's just like a traffic jam of people. But
yeah, and it also rained on our first day. There was a full out thunderstorm
right as we were
left.
leaving the port. Yes, that's true. Yep.
So we usually hang out in the adult only area because of course there's no children around. There's just adults. But it seemed like everybody congregated there because they wanted to watch the ship leave.
Yes.
So, and that's what we opted to do instead of the sail away party.
Yep. I didn't need to see that, and you've seen it before, so it was just a bunch of dancing characters. I'm okay without seeing that.
You're okay without seeing.
Yeah. Yep. So now it's just about time for bed, and we're at the back of the ship, and we can feel the turn of the screws. And the boat is really the screws are called screws.
Oh, okay.
And the bed is really vibrating. So either that's going to be a good thing or I'm not going to be able to sleep. But I will tell you guys tomorrow in the next installment of the Disney Cruise.
Everyone these days could use a little support, and your friends at the ESO Network are no different. With the ESO Network Patreon, the cool thing is when you help support us, it's you who will benefit. With 4 tiers starting for as little as 25 cents a week, you can listen to some of your favorite network podcasts early, hear exclusive content, maybe get some ESO swag, or even possibly take a shot at the geek seat. All you need to do is sign up at patreon.com/ESO Network.
All right, and here we are on day 3 of our trip, day 2 of the cruise, the first full day.
Yeah.
We had breakfast.
Yes, at Royal Palace.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then we went up to the adults only lounge area.
Yeah, and we
read our books.
And just sort of relaxed on a lounge chair.
Had a bit of a whirlpool.
Yeah, we went into the whirlpool for about 5-10 minutes.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we came back to our cabin and had a 4-hour nap.
We did. We had a 4-hour nap.
Yes.
And we went pin trading.
After the nap, we went pin trading.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people had pins out and you can exchange them for the ones you have, for the ones they have that you want.
Yeah. What did you think about pin trading? Because you have to walk from room to room, sort of kind of looking. I forgot to screenshot the rooms that actually had pin boards. So that was unfortunate. We kind of had to go searching instead. Yeah,
because our internet doesn't work except for the Disney Cruise app.
Right.
So I'm getting all kinds of notifications, but I can't actually see what they are.
Right.
But yeah, we went pin trading for an hour or so, wandering around.
Fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a few that I liked.
Yeah.
I don't know what we did after that. Because we're a little bit tipsy because we just finished rum tasting. But before we did that, we wandered around.
Yep. So we did the pin trading.
Yes.
And then we kind of just relaxed on the top decks because it was very windy there.
Oh, that's right. We went to the top of the ship to see what that was like.
Yeah.
And it was so windy we could hardly walk forward and we almost lost our phones trying to record a video for TikTok that we can post later when we're back home.
Yeah, so you recorded that. That was great. So then we came to our room. We went and did some trivia.
Oh, yeah, we did Marvel trivia.
And 80s trivia.
80s music trivia.
Yeah.
We did horrible at the Marvel trivia. We think we did pretty good at the music trivia, but then we had to go eat.
Yes.
Where we had dinner with Anne and John again.
Yeah. So just to let everyone out there that doesn't listen to our podcast, we have table mates, I guess we could call them.
Mm-hmm.
They're from a different room. Very, very nice people. Their names are Anne and John, and they come from
Philadelphia, I think.
Philadelphia, yep.
I think we mentioned it yesterday, but I can't remember right now.
Yeah, that's okay. And they're very nice people, and we get to sit and have dinner with them. So we met them for dinner at Royal Palace again.
Yes.
So tomorrow is Animator's Palette for dinner, and that's my favorite restaurant on Disney Cruise Lines.
We'll have to tell them all about it tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. We will tell everyone about it.
But we had to rush away from dessert because at 9:30 we had our rum tasting.
Yeah, and what did you think of rum tasting?
It was very rummy.
It was very rummy.
Yeah, I don't like straight rum.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather mix it with Coke or ginger ale or something.
Okay.
But it was a good experience. We had the rum, we had some chocolate, we had cheese and olives.
Which was delicious. It was very delicious with rum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got to learn about different flavors of rum and how it's made.
That's right.
We learned that the reason that pirates many, many years ago
in the 1700s
had rum was because they would mix it with the water so that the water wouldn't go bad on them.
Exactly, because it would sit in the casks and it would go bad after
and it would go bad. Yeah, exactly. So so that's why they would have rum.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we just had rum and we're pretty tipsy.
We had 4 flavors of rum.
4 flavors of rum and a strawberry daiquiri.
Yeah, so the last one was the Appleton Estates from Jamaica, which I have used plenty of times in baking.
Mm-hmm.
We found out that it's actually quite flavorless.
Yes.
You have to add something to it to make it a nice flavor.
That's right.
But Appleton Estates was turned into a strawberry daiquiri.
Yep, and we had 2
it was
martini glasses each.
Yeah, I was going to say it was more of a strawberry martini. It wasn't really a strawberry daiquiri. Yeah. More daiquiris are more like icy,
right?
With more strawberry flavor to it.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a light. It was more pinky and it was very light. But it was good. It was delicious.
It was delicious, and
they gave us some cheese and olives.
Yep.
And a breadstick.
Yes, true.
Yeah.
And now we're back in our room.
Yeah.
And we need to get some sleep.
Because we're very tipsy right now.
We're very tipsy. And at 8 o'clock, we have to be at our disembarkation area to go to the Crystal Caves, which we'll tell you about tomorrow.
We're tendering. We're tendering to Grand Cayman. So stay tuned to find out what tendering means.
That'll be tomorrow's little mini vignette.
Yes.
All right, monkeying around. Start talking.
Shiny Purple calling Alameda. Shiny Purple calling Alameda.
About your podcast.
We talk about an Emmy-winning comedy series.
We talk about a band who outsold the Beatles and the Stones in 1967.
Still sticking to that story, huh? Well, if you know what's good for you, you'll change your tune.
We talk about a groundbreaking multimedia project
that inspired generations of artists and fans.
All right, throw the book at them.
This book is overdue.
Monkeying Around, a podcast about the monkeys.
Here we are, Tuesday, March 5th. It's day 3 of the cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the full second day, and it was Grand Cayman Day. So we got up, we had breakfast, and then we went to the theater to get our stickers to know which group we were in.
Mm-hmm.
And then
we were in Goofy.
We were in the Goofy group.
Yeah,
which means we were going to see the Crystal Caves.
Yes. Yep.
So we all piled into a tender. Got off the big boat, went on the little boat, went to shore, stood in a queue, and made our way onto a rickety old bus.
Wasn't rickety and old. I don't know where you get these adjectives from.
I like to be descriptive.
I understand that, but it's not a very truthful description.
Okay.
It was a little bit older.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say it was rickety.
It wasn't rickety. The air conditioning was fantastic.
Yeah, the air conditioning worked great, actually.
But it was an old Toyota bus.
Yes, it was.
Yes. And then we took an hour-long drive to the Crystal Cave tour site.
Yeah, and that road was rather bumpy going in.
That was a bumpy road.
Yes.
And, everybody here drives on the left side instead of the right side.
Yeah, that was different.
Yes,
definitely.
Yes, and the traffic is fast and busy, and there's a lot of roundabouts.
Yeah.
And I would not want to have to drive here.
No, I bet we would get lost, definitely.
Very easily. Chickens everywhere. They're like squirrels. Except they're chickens.
Yeah, they're chickens. They were literally everywhere.
Wild chickens all over the place.
Anybody interested, we are going to post some photos on the Soul Forge Facebook page. And you can see some of I did take some photos of the chickens.
And a lot of photos of the Crystal Caves.
Yes, I got a ton.
Lots of stalagmites and stalactites and different formations and all kinds of stuff like that.
It was interesting.
It was very cool, but we were kind of rushed.
Yeah, I felt rushed.
The tour was rushed. We didn't get to linger as long as we wanted to.
Yeah.
It took longer to get to the tour than the tour took itself. And then an hour back, and then we went to the beach. And we got burnt.
Yep.
But I got to swim in the ocean for my very first time.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
And then we were packing up to leave, and we were just hanging out in a cabana until it was time to go to the bus. And a family group came along.
Yeah.
And we just started chatting. And turns out they're from Timmins.
Yes. Timmins, Ontario. Who would have known?
Where I lived for almost 20 years. And they're the family that I think La Forest Road is named after.
Yes.
Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Yeah. So... Yeah, and their daughter was there, and she had just moved to Grand Cayman a year and a half ago.
Yes,
with her boyfriend or fiance or something.
She's an RMT, a registered massage therapist at the Ritz. He said.
Yeah,
and I forget what he said.
He was like a
boyfriend.
pole line contractor. He works for the utility company or something.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
So we talked to him for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, and then we had to go back to the bus.
Yep.
To come back to port.
Gas here, anywhere from $5.19 to $5.49 per gallon.
Yes.
So it's not cheap. The tour guide told us there's no taxes on the Grand Cayman, but everything's imported, so it's very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, but once it's yours, it's yours. So that's nice. So there's no taxes. You don't pay taxes to the government.
Exactly.
We didn't see any like car dealerships. So it seemed like any car that was brought over as well, like had to be imported, that type of thing.
Lot of Jeeps and Toyotas.
Yeah, we saw a lot of Jeeps, a lot of Toyotas. Interestingly enough, they're building a Tim Hortons.
Oh yeah, it's very American here and Canadian seeming.
Yeah,
like Jasmine Blossom Lane. The street names are amazing.
Yeah, they're really cool actually, and I really like that. It wasn't just your typical Main Street and First Street and Second Street. And,
no,
you know.
But there was a KFC and a Wendy's and Domino's and Burger King, and they were building a Tim Hortons coffee place.
Yeah, and a couple of people on our bus actually had like money, like their actual currency here,
yes.
And it does have Queen Elizabeth II on it.
That's right. So Grand Cayman is part of the British Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Their dollar, I think they said the exchange rate is if you have 125 Cayman dollars, you get $100 American.
Yes. So that's 25%.
Yeah, similar to ours.
Yeah. Except for we're the other way.
Yeah. The houses are very pastel colored.
Yeah.
Like greens and oranges and pinks and
yeah.
blues and just amazing.
It's actually quite colorful, which is nice. What would concern me, of course, about living here, living in Grand Cayman, if I ever lived there, would be hurricanes, because they do get hurricanes there.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to see an iguana, and he was about 3 feet long.
Yeah, he was pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else did we see?
A couple of lizards.
Yeah. Oh, there were bats in the cave.
Yes.
They were all flying around.
Yeah.
One came right at me. It was neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool.
Live bats. Yep.
Yeah. And then we got on the boat again, came back to our ship.
So we tendered back in. So let's back up for a moment. Grand Cayman does not have a port, meaning that the cruise ships cannot
dock at a dock.
Dock at a dock on Grand Cayman. It's not even big enough for that, really. So what has to happen is all cruise ships have to go, kind of as close as they possibly can. They drop anchor, and then what happens is a boat called a tender will come and load people onto the boat, and then they drive them to where a boat can dock.
Yeah, it's kind of like a boat taxi.
Yeah.
Really, pretty much. Yep.
Yep.
So we were starving, so we came back to eat.
Yep. We had burgers. I had a burger. You had a pulled pork sandwich.
I had pulled pork.
How was that?
That was good. And then we came back to the room.
Yep. And you had a 2-hour nap.
I had a 2-hour nap when you watched Moana.
Yes, sure did.
And then we went pin trading again.
Yeah, we actually found a couple of boards. Was it the 5th floor?
I don't remember.
I know there was a couple on the 6th floor and then a couple on the 5th floor, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did we do after that?
Then we went to the show.
Oh, yeah.
The pirate show.
Mickey's pirate show.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had dinner.
Yeah. And we had dinner at Animator's Palette tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. That's my favorite restaurant, in case nobody knew that. It is my absolute favorite restaurant on Disney Cruise Lines. And it's not because the food is the best. The dinner tonight was mediocre, I would say. But I love the ambiance. I love the decor.
Yes.
Like, it's very Disney. It's very imaginative. And you look around and you see all the little details that's been put into the restaurant. And that is what I enjoy about it.
Yes. Oh, and today was Pirate Day at Sea.
Yes, today was Pirate Day.
I wore my ugly pirate shirt that I got on Temu specifically for this.
It was very ugly.
And they left Pirates of the Caribbean bandanas in our cabins for us.
Yep.
So there was that.
Yep.
And yeah.
So what did you have for dinner?
What did I have for dinner? I had some kind of jerk chicken and a weird wedge salad. And I tried a bunch of desserts and I couldn't finish them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of your jerk chicken?
That was fine.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't get it again.
Right. Yeah. I had the strip loin steak.
And that was...
it was good.
Good.
It was good. I thought the one we had on the first day was better, though.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a better steak. The steak was supposed to come with a wine sauce, and it did come with one, but I can honestly say I don't think there was enough of that wine sauce. It could have used a little bit more. And they had it under the steak, and I really would have liked it on top.
Oh, okay. Well, other than that, it was good.
Yep, there was potatoes, and I figured out that was Yorkshire pudding.
Oh.
It looked more like a bun.
Yes.
And there was some sort of weird salad on the side, and I didn't much enjoy it, actually. Yeah.
But we're here to try different things, and that's what we're doing.
We did have, for dessert, we both tried this, and let me know what you thought of it. It was a rum-soaked cake. Raspberry, wasn't it?
I think it was raspberry inside, yeah.
Yeah, it was like a raspberry cake. You could smell the rum off that.
Yeah.
It was definitely rum-soaked, for sure.
Yes, it was. And it was good.
I liked it.
And then I had some kind of tart cheesecake thing, but I was so full by that point I couldn't really taste anything anymore. So
that's unfortunate because it looked good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just it was a lot. You ordered a lot of food tonight.
I did, because the portions are small.
Yep, they are a little bit smaller. Although, to be fair, at least for myself, I try not to overeat. As most people tend to do on a cruise ship. I do like to try new things, but I do also try to pace myself. There were a couple of repeats, like the crab cake was a repeat from yesterday and today.
Yes.
So that was good. They did have the crab cake on the menu again. So, yeah.
So tomorrow is another day at sea where we're just steaming straight ahead.
Yep. So we're not going to set an alarm. We're not going to worry about... No,
nothing's important going on tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we'll
just chill.
Just chill and hang out, and we'll let you know how that goes tomorrow night.
Alrighty.
Stay tuned.
As the temperatures get cooler, let's think back to a time where monsters fascinated our young minds, where haunted houses and flying saucers were the stuff of fantastical dreams. Come relive those wonderful times with us every Monday at 5 p.m. It's Monster Attack on the ESO Network.
Okay, another update. It's the end of whatever day this is. It's Wednesday. I don't know anymore. It's hard to keep track of the days when you're not at work.
That's right. It definitely is.
What did we do today?
So today was another sea day. So we didn't do a whole heck of a lot. This morning we went to have breakfast, and we had the Disney Cruise Line Express breakfast. So that was scrambled eggs and the grilled tomato.
Sausage and bacon.
Sausage, bacon, toast. Yes, we had rye toast. That's nice.
Yes.
And coffee. The coffee is fantastic.
Jeffrey's.
It's Joffrey's.
Oh, is it Joffrey's?
Yeah, it's with an O. Joffrey's.
How fancy.
It's fancy. It's what you can get in the parks, although I do find that when I try to drip make it myself, I can't get it right. I don't know if they do it, how they do it. I don't know. I can't get it to taste like theirs.
Oh, okay.
But it's fantastic.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do after breakfast?
Well,
I don't remember. Did we go somewhere?
I know we did some trivia.
Was that today or was that yesterday?
Today we did
oh yeah, that was the Disney trivia, the parks and the cruise line trivia.
Yeah, we did Disney Cruise Line trivia and Disney Parks trivia. No, overall Disney.
Yeah.
Like it was just an overview of Disney. And then we went and had some lunch at Cabanas.
Yes. And then we came back because we were just tired for no reason.
Yep.
And then we tried to have a nap, but that didn't work.
So
we read our books for a few hours.
Yeah, we read some books. What else did we do? We had our naps kind of before going to lunch because we tried to nap and I ended up having a bath instead.
Yeah, you did.
And then we went to lunch and then I thought we did something else.
We did a tour.
Yeah, we did the tour at 3:00. That's right. We did the tour. And then we came back and we read. We actually made use of our veranda, right?
Yeah.
And we read on the veranda for a little bit. And then our neighbor was getting a little bit rowdy there. So
came inside
and
read some more.
We came inside and read a little bit more. And then we went to Muppets Trivia.
Oh, yes, Muppets Trivia.
Muppets Trivia and 2000s song trivia.
Yes.
And then we met our table mates there, John and Anne. Mm-hmm. And then we went to dinner.
Yeah.
And then we went and we saw a game called Intuition.
Yeah, where it was audience participation and they had to, somebody wrote down something on a whiteboard and the audience had to guess what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that we saw Eric Jones, the magician.
Yeah, he was really good.
And that was the last thing we just did like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And now we're shutting down for the night.
Yes.
It was an uneventful day, but it was decent.
Yeah, it was decent though.
Yep.
Yep.
And tomorrow is
Castaway Cay,
where we're going to the Disney private island.
Yes.
So
Castaway Cay is Disney's private island located in the Bahamas. And 80% of the island is undeveloped, and it's purposefully left untouched so that guests can actually enjoy the natural beauty of the island. There is snorkeling, and there's all kinds of things to do there. But we're probably going to spend most of our time on Serenity Bay. It's called Serenity Bay, and it is the adult-only area.
Ooh, sounds good.
Of Castaway Cay.
Serenity now. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll let you guys and girls out there in podcast land know how tomorrow turns out in the next installment.
What if you could bring 3 experienced producers into your home each week to discuss your favorite movies and the people that made them? That's Tales from Hollywoodland. Your hosts, Arthur, Julian, and Steve, collectively have years of showbiz producing experience. Their weekly show is a fast-paced, fun, and very conversational experience, like spending a good time with your best movie-loving friends and family. Tales from Hollywoodland is available wherever fine podcasts are found. See you at the movies.
Well, folks, it's come to the final installment. There should actually be 2.
Yes, there should, but
it's now Friday night. And we're home. Mm-hmm. We made it safely. We didn't do a Thursday night update because I was absolutely sick.
Yeah, you weren't feeling great.
No. But what did we do on Thursday?
So Thursday last night on the ship, we spent the day at Castaway Cay.
We did.
So we were outside it's called Serenity Bay, the adult-only area. We had lunch.
We did.
We went back to the ship around 2, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, it was around 2 o'clock, because I think the heat was getting to you.
It definitely was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had gotten the burn 2 days earlier.
Yeah, at Grand Cayman, we both got really burnt on our shoulders. And yes, we did have sunscreen for anybody who's thinking, oh my God, they didn't apply any sunscreen. We did, but unfortunately, I don't think it was enough.
I don't think so.
No.
It wasn't strong enough or something.
So I will have to double check the sunscreen next time we go.
Yes.
But yeah, so then that evening, what did we do on Thursday evening?
Believe.
That's right. We went and saw Believe. That's very, very true. Oh, but prior to that, in the morning, I wanted to tell everyone what happened to us in the morning. So we went to the Royal Palace, which is one of the dining rooms on board, for breakfast. And we had fantastic service.
We did.
By all of the dining staff, for sure. But there was a gentleman there who he actually came around with coffee a little more often than most other servers.
His
that
name
we've had.
was Sastrawan.
Sastrawan, yeah, and he was from India?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think he said he was from India. Lots of international employees.
Oh, yes, definitely. Lots.
And we'll talk about that a little bit more, but I wanted to bring this up because I did go to the head waiter at that point, who his name was Ashley, and we knew him as he was our head waiter.
Yeah.
Or the maitre d', I guess they call him, or whatever. Anyway, and I wanted to make sure that he was recognized for giving great service.
Yes.
Because I think it's important. Even though, you go on something such as a Disney cruise or any type of cruise, actually, you expect good service. But a lot of times people don't say, hey, this person did a fantastic job.
That's true.
Yep. So fast forward, we went to see Believe, which is a Disney original sort of Broadway show. It's a stage production. What did you think of it?
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It had lots of pop culture references in it.
Good.
And it had like the genie from Aladdin.
Yeah.
It had all the princesses. It had a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was good actually.
Excellent.
I'm not much into musical theater, but I enjoyed it.
Good. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, you know who we didn't talk about? The guy that looked like Brother Curtis.
Yes. So we were in oh, that's right. He was in the Royal Palace as well.
Yes.
And I said, look, Shawn, that guy could be your brother.
And I looked over, and sure enough, it looked like my brother, but with more hair.
Yes. Yeah.
Same kind of smile, same kind of eyes, even the same kind of nose.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we went and talked to him. His name was Salaton, and he was from Brazil.
Yes, Brazil.
By way of Poland or something?
Yep.
I didn't really understand.
Yeah, his family immigrated from Poland to Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he looked a lot like Curtis.
A lot. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you liked Believe. I'm glad to hear that. And then we tried to go to dinner at Enchanted Garden.
Well, we did go to dinner.
Yeah.
But I couldn't eat it.
Yeah. You were just not feeling great.
I had a couple bites of my salad, and I had to leave.
Yeah.
And then I was sick everywhere. So I went and laid down. And today I was still not feeling well. All I've eaten is some chips and some bread because I just can't keep anything down.
Yeah. So debarkation morning, of course, Shawn went to bed after dinner. Well, after his dinner. I stayed and enjoyed dinner with our friends Anne and John. And it was fabulous to meet them. It really was.
Yeah, they were good.
And
good people.
Yeah. So I had, I think I had the prime rib.
I think that's right.
Yeah. The prime rib was really good. And then I sort of just went to be with you after I ate.
Yep.
And, we had already packed up a little bit and all of that and gotten ready for the next morning. And then we got up and we were pretty much ready by 7:30. Now we were supposed to go to breakfast.
At 8:15.
At 8:15. But I was kind of nervous about our flight time and the schedules and all that. So what we decided, and you still weren't feeling all that great, so we decided that I would go up to Cabanas, which is the buffet.
Yep.
And I grabbed a few things for us for breakfast. I brought you some toast to kind of help ease the situation. And I got some coffee and everything like that. And so we had some breakfast in our room. On our way out, we did go and say goodbye.
Yeah, we had to go. We had to go back and say goodbye to Anne and John and Jeet.
Yes,
Jeet. I don't know if we mentioned him or not before, but he was our head waiter.
Yep.
And what a nice friggin' man.
Oh, so nice. I miss him already.
Yeah.
Nice
very,
guy.
Very personable.
Yeah, and he made suggestions and did great.
Yes.
Like the suggestions were really good.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he was from India.
He was from India.
His real name is Jitin or something, but he just went by Jeet on his name tag because it was easier to say, I guess.
Yeah. We also, during our time on Castaway Cay, they provide lunch off the ship because it is Disney's private island. So they bring lunch onto the island, right? So what was fantastic about that was that we saw Ashley and he called Jeet over to see us and say hello.
Mm-hmm.
It made things very personal for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a very nice situation. And it's either the heat or whatever they made for lunch that
I think
caused my sickness. I'm not sure because
Yeah.
on the Facebook group a bunch of other people were sick too.
Yeah,
So-
a lot of other people were sick. And oddly enough, it's families, so I don't know if it was like the meat they used because different cooks, so I'm not too sure that it would be the cook.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure on that one.
I'm not sure what it was. Regardless, I did not feel good all day yesterday and most of today either.
Mhm.
In fact, all of the day. I'm freaking exhausted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, but overall,
So we got off the ship.
yep,
And how did you find that process?
getting off the ship.
Yeah.
It was pretty well organized.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they know how to herd people in and out.
Yeah, they sure do. Yeah.
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 But yeah, so 2 planes
Mm-hmm.
and an hour long ride home. Our second flight kept getting delayed and moved around, and
It was weird because it was later and then it was moved to earlier.
and then later again,
And then they moved it later again.
and then a different gate. Oh, but
It was crazy.
We finally made it.
Yeah, we actually made it home around the anticipated time, which was okay.
Yeah, about 7:30, 8 o'clock we got home.
Yeah.
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 Pulled in. Yeah. So
So overall, I know you got sick the last evening, but overall,
yeah, I don't count the sickness as part of it.
okay. What did you think of your very first cruise experience?
It was great.
Yeah.
The staff was super friendly. There was way too many people there, but I guess that's to be expected.
Yes. It is a cruise after all.
It is a cruise, but yeah. It took forever to figure out how to get around the ship.
Yeah.
Are we aft? Are we forward? Are we midship? What deck are we going to? Where are we supposed to be? But we figured it out eventually. So that was fun.
Mm-hmm.
The only major complaint I have is that the ceiling in the shower was too low, and I kept banging my head on the light switch.
Yeah.
Or on the light fixture, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if I didn't slouch, my head would have gone right through the ceiling.
Right.
So that was too low.
Right.
But other than that, the food was fantastic. The staff was great. Yeah, it was a good time had by all.
Good.
Yes.
So would you repeat the experience?
As a matter of fact, we got a placeholder
Yes.
for our next cruise.
Mm-hmm.
So we get if we put a small deposit down, you get 10% off, and you have to use it within 2 years.
Yes.
So I think we're going to go probably December of next year.
Yeah.
And anybody who wants to join us for this cruise, email us at soulforgepodcast@gmail.com for details, and we can have a great big Soulforge meetup.
Yeah. Yes. Because there's lots for us to do
Yes.
on the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely lots. Lots of
Lots.
trivia nights, lots of Broadway-style shows.
Everything.
If we wanted to drink our faces off, we could do that.
Absolutely.
I liked the adults-only area, even though too many kids went through it on their way through.
Yes.
But it was decent. So yeah, overall, I would have to say 9.5 out of 10 for the experience.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm exhausted though.
Yeah. It is, especially travel days are very, very long.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have to remember to stay more hydrated when we're on the beach.
I would agree. Yes, I do think you need to stay a little more hydrated. Don't be missing out on the water. Or one thing I think that we do need to improve on next time is that we do need to make sure we bring a water bottle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But it was my first time. I didn't know what to expect, and now I know.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's pretty much it, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. So, listeners, if you've ever been on a cruise and have a fun story to tell, send us an email.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. If you want to go on a cruise with us sometime in the future, let us know. And other than that, great meeting Anne and John and all the rest.
Yeah.
And hope you all take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, see you real soon. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Soul Forge podcast. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we hope you'll tune in again next time. Remember that you can visit soulforgepodcast.com for all of our social media links, and don't forget to share the show with everyone you know. The Soul Forge podcast is your best source for living your best life.
Think about it.
This has been a broadcast of the ESO Network. Be part of the crew and help support our shows by donating to our ESO Patreon or by shopping at the TeePublic store, which can all be found at www.esonetwork.com. The ESO Network, your station for all things geek.